Zionist Federation, Ambassador of the State of Israel to South Africa, ambassadors, dignitaries, honored rabbis, friends, we gather here as a community and as South African citizens in the freedom of this democracy to express our unconditional commitment to the state of Israel and her people and the cause of freedom and human dignity. We do so with pride here in South Africa, standing next to the Israeli flag and the South African flag. Just before this event began, somebody came over to me and said we should take down the South African flag because of the comments of President Cyril Ramaphosa and the ANC. I want to tell you all, and I want to tell the President and the ANC, you are not South Africa. You don't own this country. It doesn't belong to you. The members of your party tried to steal it, but we're holding it back. It belongs to the people of this great nation, the 60 million South Africans, people of faith, of decency, of dignity, of compassion, of morality. We as the nation of South Africa reject the comments of this South African government. It's not in our name and not in the name of the citizens of this country. They have no mandate to say it. They shame themselves. They shame themselves, but they do not shame this country, because we are so much greater than this government and the ANC as a political party. They will be judged by history and judged by God for their support of evil. When you support evil, then you are held accountable for the evil that you support. And this president and his party and this government is supporting an evil savagery that has shocked the hearts of all decent human beings in the world. How dare they? But their behavior is consistent. They support the tyranny in Zimbabwe, where Zimbabwean citizens are suffering and have suffered since Robert Mugabe. They held his hand. They held the hand of ZANU-PF through all of these years at the expense of the long-suffering Zimbabweans. The only democracy in the world to support Vladimir Putin. Is that believable? When he launched his war against the Ukraine, murdering so many civilians, and this government supports Vladimir Putin and Iran, that is the biggest state sponsor of terrorism, the mastermind, the funder behind all of this. They support Iran, they support China. They haven't found a tyranny that they don't support. And so, friends, let me say this in the name of all of us to the South African government, that your support for the state of Israel would actually be an embarrassment for us. We don't need your support. We don't want it. And we say to our fellow South African citizens, because we are gathered here in a free democracy, and I want to say this to our Jewish community here in South Africa. We live here in a free democracy, not by the goodwill of the government. And that's how it should be. You don't want to live in a country where you need the goodwill of your government to be able to live with freedom and democracy and with dignity. We don't need the goodwill of the government. We have the protection of the Bill of Rights, of a constitution, of an independent judiciary, of a free press. We are a robust, free country. And therefore we can gather here in Johannesburg flying the Israeli flag with pride, because we are Zionists and we are proud to say that we are Zionists, and we have nothing to fear, and we do not need their endorsement because we live in a free country. We need to change our mindset.